folks, Jim Wallace here, Executive Director from Gun Owners Action League. I just wanted to do a quick video on an update on the gun bill we're trying to deal with here in Massachusetts. We all know it now as House 4139. It was H.4139. Well, whatever the number is, you know, it's changed so many times. But we are now, 2 weeks away from the end of session, so we're still waiting to see what's going to happen. But I wanted to clue you in on something we've been hearing from the State House, and it's really got us pretty aggravated here at the Goal office. We are pretty much being told by people in the State House that they don't understand why our strategy is to sit on the sidelines and not get involved in this bill. And we were pretty shocked about that. And I asked several people to clarify it. And they said, I said, you know, we've been involved in this since day one. We've made our message pretty clear. Our members have made the message pretty clear. So what is it you're actually talking about? Well, come to find out, what they're referring to is that we have not given them a list of our priorities of the worst of the bill. In other words, which are the worst sections that we would want to get rid of. Well, the response is, why would we do that? We all know the entire bill is bad. I mean, the only section that's actually acceptable is the drunken possession of a firearm. We don't have a problem with that. But the rest of the bill is horrific. And the legislature needs to be reminded constantly that this is the worst attack on civil rights in modern Massachusetts history. We're not going to pick a few things out of that bill to say, okay, these are the worst. If you get rid of it, we can live with it. No, no. And I've made a career out of working with that building in earnest. You know, when they honestly want to sit down and talk about discussions and try to find solutions. You know, 2014 bill was a huge example. We didn't turn that bill 180 degrees, but we probably turned it 175 degrees. And there was some great stuff in that bill. Could have done that this time, but Chairman Day, well, he chose a different tactic. He lied to us from the beginning. He deceived the general public, even deceived his fellow colleagues in the building. We have had language in front of them since almost day one, tons of it, dealing with so-called ghost guns, dealing with domestic violence, dealing with mental health, you name it. We've given them language that is great and actually separates the good guys from the bad guys, leaves us entirely alone, and does the job we think they're trying to do. All of our language has been completely ignored. So what they're asking us to do is just give them a list of, if you take this out, we can live with it. We're not doing that. We're simply not doing that. You know, that's like asking a father, hey, we're going to, you know, kill one of your children, pick one. No, we're not doing that. Now, the other thing that's different from conference committees in the past, many times we've dealt with conference committees over the, well, I've been here 23 years. They would normally do things in secret, but they would always ask questions after their meetings. You know, hey, what does this actually mean in law? What's this over here? How does this actually work? And we would give them information. That has not happened this time. Not even once has any of the conferees come to us asking for advice or clarification or better language. Not once. So the bottom line is, the message to the State House and the conferees are, you have our language. Use that language to accomplish your goal, and everybody's fine. But if you're asking us to pick and choose what we're going to live with, that simply is not going to happen here. So either do what you're going to do, and we'll deal with it, and you're going to have to own it, or don't do anything at all, which is the way you should be doing this. And again, next year, if you get some credible people who want to sit at the table and actually try to solve real problems, be more than happy to sit down. And the one thing I've told all of them is, if you were serious about fixing things, how come there's nothing in this language about fixing the licensing system that has been broken for 25 years? Not even a discussion about it. So please don't tell me you're earnest about actually having an honest conversation, because frankly, you're not. Folks, that's about it. I just wanted to fill you in on what we're facing here and the accusations that Goal is facing from the State House. So keep up the good work. Let's continue the fight for the next couple of weeks. We'll see what happens, and we'll respond accordingly if anything does happen. Thanks for your support, and thanks for your continued effort.